enough. And there is the overnight leader, Lydia Ko.
This is a tournament that Lydia feels very comfortable playing in, having been a winner here, and said yes.
There are birdies to be had out there. 5 birdies in the last 8 holes from Steph Kyriakou, who's got her to 3 under par. So players on this front 9 in particular have been picking up some shots. Lydia Ko knew yesterday morning, Sophie, that the best of the weather was going to be in that first round, and she did the job then. What would be a good score today, do you think, for her?
Wind permitting, I think she's looking at under par. You look at the likes of Lopez yesterday, anything in the 60s for me should keep her in position. Stance looks a lot wider than normal with her putter. She's been working on the putting green with Teddo. Coach was out. Nicely done there for par. Just working on lining the ball up with the putter face. The 2 lines on each matching.
Which sounds very easy to do, but it is not, is it? I mean, you see how golf has changed over the last few years. You see triple track golf balls.
Tee's box has been pushed forward here. 361 yards. Driving right into the narrow part of this hole. Bunkers shouldn't be in play down the left.
Really good.
That's going to be awkward down the left side, particularly with the flag down the left. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's a great field this week. I mean, we've said that a few times, but we've got the 2 players playing together here, the only 2 players who have got to world #1 as teenagers. Lydia Ko here was the first, and then in the latter part of 2022, Ataya Titikan became the second.
You're pitching at 21.
Okay. I think they're going to come out. Yeah, just pitching at 21.
I think it's going to hit like the high on the thing. Like it's fun.
How much are you going to give it with all that?
I can hit a full 9.
Took the words out of my mouth. I think we can. Split the PV tire though. There's a little black box in the middle of in the toilet.
New combination.
Derek Jones there just giving the information. I think Lydia's just concerned on how this ball's going to come out. Will it have reduced spin? If that's the case, land it on the top and let it run down the ridge to this back left pin.
Oh, settle down. That is a terrific shot from Ko. He will run through to the back of the green. David Jones picks a good player. He works with used to work with another world #1, Sun Hyung Park. A very different type of player to Lydia Ko. Much more powerful, long.
Pin high so often. And obviously the putter. Somebody said, is she streaky? I said, yeah, in the way that she's always good at putting. Like it's obscene.
Yeah.
She puts like we put when we're streaky, you know, when we're hot. She's hot like that all the time.
All the time. Now, if she's the best putter on tour, this is potentially the best player around the greens.
Most certainly. Yep, Lydia Ko. Putts per green in regulation. Her ability to scramble. Lydia Ko, her short game is just magic. Have a look at this. She's played this shot thousands of times. And what she's so good at is visualising where the ball is going to land. You see, just taking the sting out of it on that upslope and letting it release down. Still a bit of work left, mind you, in that par putt that she'll need on 6. But she's got great touch and great visualisation, Ko. So if you've got the lowdown, you know everybody on the Ladies European Tour. So who's the putting coach for a DT Ashok that we have to contact if we want to improve our putting?
A DT Ashok,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Are you surprised to see Lydia Ko change caddy after what she achieved in 2022?
Absolutely not. I mean, when she first turned professional, the first year she was a professional, she changed caddies 9 times. She changed coaches. It's just the way she works. I mean, she's chosen a great caddy, though, in Dave Jones. So, no, not surprised. He's class. He's world-class, Dave Jones. He said right of centre over this putt for Ko. It's for par.
I'm sure his family are watching in Ireland. They need to get that one recorded. He's world class. They'll like that.
I mean, he's worked with Inji Chun, hasn't he? I mean, the players know. They eye out the caddies that they want to work with.
Well, he has worked with Lydia before. Then she won the...
And Norquist had a 9 yesterday on 17 by going in that back bunker, not able to get control very quickly. Your round can unravel around this golf course. Can't afford any momentary lapses of concentration.
3 wood down the left-hand side. There's a bunker at 230, so just making sure that she does find that fairway.
Got caught the last one. That's the bad shot.
Because I ended the card.
Finished on the oh, good stroke.
It's also a very, very easy accent to listen to, isn't it? The Irish accent.
Well, I said Lydia was laying up short of that bunker. She's actually been reasonably lucky down the side of 7. 120 yards.
First Dane to win on the LPGA Tour. It's going to be hot next week, that's for sure, at the Honda LPGA. No birdie for Lydia Ko. That will be a par. Keep her 2 back.
Well, the...
Don't you?
Anna Norquist's caddy had the same thing, didn't he?
He certainly did, yeah, against Lexi Thompson. And that was a half. That was one of the best matches, I think, in the Solheim Cup, where they go on to Thailand and then Singapore.
Well, she won the Tour Championship, then got married, so you think that Lydia Ko would be undercooked, but she actually played 8 rounds of golf on her honeymoon and even managed a hole-in-one.
I was just thinking this is a pretty poor effort on the 8th for Lydia. I was expecting better after that hole-in-one.
Yeah, she's waiting for 16, where there's an actual prize on offer.
Well, Lydia, come on, trying to make inroads. She's 2 back at the moment, Lydia, but God, what a player to have breathing down your neck. It's apart from long range, up the slope. Move a little bit from her left.
The caddy sneezed there. You've got to hold it in until the putter's been released. I've actually gone on course commentated before. I had hay fever. It is the worst. You know you're going to sneeze. You're desperate not to do it over someone's shot.
Then you sneeze out of your ears because you're trying to hold it in, and then that's not pretty.
That was Adam, wasn't it? Charlie Hull's caddy that was sneezing there. Bless you.
Fond memories of this course. You, of course, were champion last year. Must be great to be back.
Yeah, you know, good to be back at a golf course where you've played a while before, and you know, couldn't have been any better of a start with, you know, the first round that I had yesterday. So just enjoying it. Good to be back. The golf course is in really good condition, so I'm just trying to stay positive and, you know, have fun out here.
Okay, one change is the equal prize fund in comparison to the men's Saudi International. How great is that?
Yeah, it's really awesome that, you know, I think that's the trend that women's golf is trying to go to. A lot of our major championships on the LPGA have, you know, continuously grown, and to see partners, you know, keep believing in the power of women and, you know, all of the talent here, I think it's really cool to see, and I hope that this is, you know, not just, it doesn't stop here and it's a continuous growth.
Okay, well, first tournament back as Mrs. Congratulations on your wedding. I saw the pictures. You looked absolutely stunning. Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, I don't think I would have ever guessed that I would be married at this point in my life, but I was lucky enough to have met the man of my dreams. It sounds cheesy, corny, whatever you say it, but no, I was able to meet somebody that really understands what I do and, that loves me for who I am and not just the golfer, Lydia Ko. So, yeah, I feel very grateful, and we had a very blessed wedding.
You're still wearing a bit of white, continuing the theme, I can see, walking down the aisle here.
It's just nice to wear a skirt today over how chilly it was yesterday.
Oh, gosh, I know. I was going to say, I've heard that you met through friends. They introduced you both. Is that true?
Yes, yeah. I apparently have really good friends, so have to thank them. But a couple of people tried to introduce us, and I didn't realize it was the same person. So apparently it was meant to be.
Absolutely. And last one, your honeymoon. I don't know if you've had it yet, but will you be taking the golf clubs if you haven't already?
I went on my honeymoon for a couple of weeks. I played 8 rounds of golf over 14 days, so the golf clubs were very apparent in that honeymoon, but we loved it.
Okay, well, long may it continue. Enjoy the rest of your round.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia.
We should say the lucky man is Jun Chung, who is
Dave, I think to like
the son of Ted.
75.
who's-
Now, that's awesome.
So 3 shots to the lead for Ashok.
Lydia was talking to Caddy Dave as she left the interview.
So Sophie, we're at the magical Kenya Ladies Open. It feels like we're watching it. I mean, it's very different surroundings, but it's on repeat, isn't it, for Aditi Ashok?
I'll tell you what, if she can win by 9, I'll be very impressed. I don't think Lydia Ko will want her to do that. So the perfect number for Lydia is 78 yards. That is her lob wedge. This is the club she has in hand.
2 million of that 16.7 came with her last tournament when she won the CME Tour Championship on the LPGA Tour.
That's how you plan out a golf hole, everybody. She's walking down the fairway, she's shouting over, I want 75 pin, please. It's playing slightly into the breeze, which is that perfect 78-yard
Winners. It is stacked this week. For an LET event, it is incredible.
Well, this to get within 2, it does move from right to left. Players have over-borrowed this putt.
Brilliantly worked out hole.
I think those of us that played yesterday afternoon felt a little hard done by, but that's golf. Some weeks you get the right side and some weeks you don't.
You had got to play with Lydia Ko at all over the last few years?
Yeah, we've played once or twice last year. Obviously, what a phenomenal year she had last year, finishing number 1 in the world and winning the CME championships was unbelievable what she did at the end of the last year.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad a year for you either, was it? With the win at the AIG Women's Open and the Australian Open at the end of the year. Congratulations on that. I mean, people still coming up to you, I take it, and still congratulating you.
Yeah, it is, and Johannesburg Kensington put on an evening to celebrate, and there was about 120 people there. So, to share the moment with people that have, walked this walk with me and been on this journey with me, it was, it was so special.
I mean, Lydia Ko's got 2 major titles. You've got 1. It must feel so good to be part of that club.
Yeah, it sure is. To be able to call yourself a major champion, it's something that nobody can ever take away from me. And when I get on the first tee now and they say major champion, it's a pretty cool feeling.
Well, we're going to save the action this afternoon, Lydia Ko.
And especially with the way the wind blows on that range, I fade the ball, so not great for my left to right shot.
Lydia Ko didn't quite get that spin back down the slope. She's at the top of it, so this one downhill from right to left.
Didn't quite turn in as much as Lydia Ko was hoping, but So wasn't it, Ash? I mean, for you, Sophie, as well, watching, I'm sure it was too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was obviously in England, so I watched it. Few of the Aussies refused to stay awake. I was like, why are you not watching this? But I think we know golf is difficult. We're watching people play good golf at the minute, and it's not always the case. So to watch somebody come through the way you did, you know, you came so close, and you at Woburn, and you wonder if that's your chance. I bet you thought, I'm not letting this one slip.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, Woburn helped me being in the final group of those last 2 days, and, you know, having the experience, and also playing with a 5-shot lead, playing with a big lead in any tournament is harder than coming from behind. I've always said that. And again, I stayed so calm, and obviously after what happened on 15, I just said to myself, don't let this one hole spoil your week. I thought I had a 2 or 3 shot lead. But again, you know, coming down the last few, Dave was on the bag, like you said, and, you know, we stood on 17, and he said to me, right, whatever you do these last 2 holes, I just want you to commit to every shot, no matter what happens. And he kind of settled me down, and I birdied my 17th hole. And then once we got up to the fairway on 18, he told me I had a 1-shot lead and kind of knew what I had to do to get the job done.
How tricky is this?
Yeah, I mean, downwind, downhill, but obviously Lydia is known for her short game. Another great touch there.
Bit of work to do to save par. I'm sure, because the 18th's not far away from here, might have heard that roar from the Aditi Ashok hole out from the bunker. There are a few leaderboards dotted around here as well, so it won't be long. Bar will be leading through 27 holes.
Definitely not. And, you know, I think on the weekend they'll put a few tees back, you know, stretch the course out a bit back to where it should be playing, I think.
Yeah, because the tees were pushed forward 3, 6 and 12.
Yeah, and rightly so. I mean, yesterday with the winds, those would have been brutal playing into the wind, and like it will for the back nine for them today too.
Tester.
Should have seen the ball roll past the hole, so she'll know this is left to right.
Just a second drop shot of the week for Lydia Ko. I mean, talking money can sometimes be vulgar, but you know what it takes to win a big prize check. Another one on offer here this week, Ash. I mean, for some players, and I'm sure it was for you at Muirfield, it can be life-changing, can't it?
It is. It's huge. It's definitely life-changing, and to have the opportunity to play for this money now, you know, it's amazing how the women's game is growing.
The day when the tee's back, you can't stretch it on the green, so it's playing 400 yards, that flag right at the back of the green. Bunker's still in play for Lydia Ko down the right-hand side. Wind from left to right and into.
Lydia's coach Ted O is here this week. He's kind of the unofficial coach. I don't think that's totally official, but he's not working with Sean Foley last season. Who works with you in your game, Ash?
165 yards for Lydia Ko. Great angle to this back right flag. Not to be outdone.
Well, when she won here at the end of 2021, she won by 5. When Georgia Hall won here last season, she won by 5. Our leader right now is 5 ahead as well.
These putters do very well.
And can you teach somebody to put better?
You know, there's
Or do you know what I mean?
technique.
Can you make a really good putter?
You know, there's only so much I feel that technique can do. You can, you know, have the perfect putting stroke, but if you don't have the feel, you know, it's pretty pointless, to be honest. Lydia's one of the best putters on tour. I mean, she proved that last year. I think she might have finished the year at #1 in putting.
And there's a prime example. That's how you respond to the mistake at the last.
What Lydia Ko has been doing. Has got that 78 yards again.
It's a brilliant shot she played on the 9th, close. Bit more spin, but that's still a great look at a birdie for the world number 1. 10 under, trailing by 3. She's on the back 9 and trying to reduce that deficit and keep within striking distance of Aditi Ashok. What's it going to be like? What's the year ahead for Lydia Ko? You know, when we talk about how well she's playing and being number 1, she's only won 2 majors. I think people might be
Think is running close. You never want that type of feeling to end.
She can only play 18 holes today. Good opportunity now for Lydia Ko. This at 13 to get to 11 under. Back-to-back birdies, and Ko moves within 2.
Well, that's what world number 1s do. One little blip, that's how you respond. 5-shot lead. Not yet disappear, but it's down to 2. In America, and the other 16.
More Danes entering the fray.
Ko with driver looking to cut the corner, dogleg from left to right. Carry is 215. Straight back into the breeze.
That's a great drive from Lydia Ko. It's not easy off the tee to pick your line. Go further right, anything 2 left, and you've got such a...
How much hurt are you giving it?
I think if I hit a 1 up, I think it's more than like 13. Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that. Have you got a good target to the right of it?
Yeah, land on the 2 smaller ones.
Perfect. Now, good discipline on that.
Such good caddy in there. He's not gone, don't go at it because there's a bunker left. He's like, if you've got a good target just right of it, just remove the focus from the flag. Take enough club to reach that bunker, but has turned it over. That wind is into
that bunker shot. What an up and down this would be.
Now this is the putt which will be affected by the wind. It's a crosswind now, and it's right to left. So easy to aim this right, and then suddenly just toe strike it, and it misses on the low side. These are the putts she's been working on the putting green all week.
Looks so good. She gets into trouble, she gets out of it well. Now, Richard and Sophie, I've got a little hack for you here. If you're covered in sand, do you know the best?
From right to left. A dog leg, but you can't hit through this fairway with that breeze straight into your face.
Well, linked the tee shot down the right-hand side of the last hole. It was fine on the fairway, and that's the same story there.
I like keeping it down the left-hand side here on 15. It does shorten this golf hole.
In the front, 6 on.
They haven't got to 16 yet. Short par 3, wind on their backs. Now Ko, perfect line in.
Just started at the TV tower in the distance. Let the wind hit it from right to left.
Just coming up shy there. Lydia Ko, no problems though. Ko currently 11 under par. So all three players have got similar propositions ahead of them here. Normally Lydia Ko's the master, or the mistress, depending how you want to say it.
Well, made an excellent up and down on the previous hole, and then a good, you know, on 13 as well, and then also at 9. So these aren't golf clubs, these are wands in her hand. And that's why she is number 1.
Being at the bottom of this slope, she's more to the right-hand side. She has to come up and over. So taking the lob wedge, trying to take that front part out of play and land it on the green. The player's putting.
Another fabulous touch from Lydia Ko, all but dropping. She's shown them the way. Lowest round ever in a major, although has been matched since.
Brendan Grace?
Sorry?
Brendan Grace, is it?
No, he shot 62.
Brooke Henderson, Evian.
Yeah, and it was Leona Maguire as well.
See the wide stance there. It's because it's windy, just trying to get a low centre of gravity. It's quite a good idea when you're playing coastal golf courses. You want to as balanced as possible, as stable as possible, not feeling like you're moving around in that wind. The putter face and the putter head can do the same in that backswing.
And we might
A hole-in-one prize here.
It's 177 yards. I like a club short of that. Take the bunker out of play, which is level with that pin position. I wouldn't be playing for the cart today. Left to right wind.
I think it's a 6. It's connected just that under full shot, that under full flighted one.
Laughing about it there, she did it. In an on-course interview at Tyne Titican, she sang "Football's Coming Home"
wow.
down the last hole when she was in contention to win as well.
Who's her team?
Work to do for Lydia Ko to make a par here at this 16th. Yeah, that was around the Football European Championships, so I'm assuming Thailand as far as internationals are concerned. I was ill as a child, so her and her granddad were flicking through the TV. You need to play a sport, which one do you want? There was the horse racing came on. They think that's going to work, and it came down to tennis or golf, and she thought tennis you got to run around quite a lot, so she went for golf in the end. It proved to be a decent pick,
I think it's paid off.
winning it a few years later on the LET at only 14.
Yeah. Just like this player, Lydia Ko, also winning big events on the LPGA Tour. That's at 15 years old, and on the Ladies European Tour at 14, but this now to stay at 11 under par.
The other way. Oh! Wind assisted. Looked like she got blown off that one. Oh no, and then it just fell in the side cup.
maybe it's going to be her
You
week
see
again.
that? She said I nearly missed it. She hit it out the toe because the wind blew her that much off. In the middle of the fairway, there's a cut of rough. That's 320 yards. I'm only saying that because it's so downwind, and there is a bit of a fast track that you can catch if you do hit the fairway. She's flared a few to the right on this back nine, that one down the left-hand side. She'll have to play away from the flag.
Finishing it just the right side of that green to right bunker.
Hall, we've got ladies European Tour regulars, if you like, up and comers like Cara Gaynor.
You got to be right at the bunker. Straight down.
Usually like 16 because it's playing like 16 feet down the line. I don't think it's going to get out.
Okay, I'm with you on that. No, I'm good, but just commit in that gap.
Could you pick up what they were saying there?
Right at the bunker, playing for the front gap. You got 25 yards over this flag. Just trying to land it front of the green, down that right-hand side. It's just missed the bunker on the right-hand side there.
But to your point, Richard, yeah, when you look at that leaderboard, yeah, Diti Ashok at the top with 13 major champions in the field, it's an international collection of players for sure.
Every time you see Lydia Ko in a position like this, you just have every confidence it's only going to be 2 shots from here.
An absolute wizard. You know, look what she's doing now. She's having a look to see where she's going to land this ball, and has played thousands of these shots in practice. Great hands. She's got up and down very well today. This is still a test. So a chance of walking away with a 5-foot putt remaining for Ko.
Running to market before the wind blows it anywhere. How much do you factor in the wind when you've got a putt? It's only 5 feet.
You do, but I keep saying it's like this hidden, added thing to process. How much is it going to affect it? I think as players we feel it affects it more than it does. The ball's rolling along the ground, it's not in the air, but we're so used to calculating it with it through the air. So here this is awkward because this is actually a double breaker. Right to left, then left to right at the end. Easy to overread this one.
Not this time. Got away with it at 16. Didn't think she'd made it. The wind blew it in, but it's a drop shot here for Lydia Ko, which means she will slip back to 10 under par alongside Lilia Vu.
I don't think people emphasise the need to strike putts well enough, and when the wind's blowing it does affect your ability to hit it out of the middle. You can see the club face maybe slightly open there through impact, which is why that one missed, and that could have been down to the wind just blowing her off there and losing her balance a touch.
But to give you an
An advantage being a bigger hitter
PV
on this
tire
hole.
right, it's going to be 391. Completely fine. Yeah, just a hair off the left and that then.
Ko can't carry that bunker on the right hand side, so her caddy Dave is warning her of the water down the left that starts at just under 300 yards.
Come down on the circle one day right. Straight over there.
good par 3, isn't it? Just over the water.
5-iron here for Lydia.
Into the bunker. No problem. Always looks like she's enjoying it. There she is, currently in a share as second. You can see Valenzuela has tapped in for her birdie at the last for a best of the day 66.
Do need to hit 2 or 3 class bunker shots. This isn't easy for Ko. She's at the back of the bunker. She has got just as much sand to come over as she has green between her, between the pin and that bunker as well. Off the down slope, try and play a little bit of release to the hole here.
Well, the world #1 in her first start of 2023, looking to pick up where she left off in 2022.
To do just that. It's going to move ever so slightly from left to right. Pretty similar putt to what she's just faced on the 17th.
Not as spectacular as day 1, but another very effective day from the world #1. Looking to win this title for a second time, Lydia Ko will be in the final group tomorrow. Right now, she's 1 behind Aditi Ashok. And even with the Indian ahead, it's fair to say Lydia is still the one to beat.
She is on such good form. The end of last season. We're done. Yeah, she looks tired. The end of last season was quite incredible, winning the CME.
Well, she finished top 5 in 10 of her last 14 starts in 2022. And right now she's second on the leaderboard again. She just delivers, seems to be every time. There's a nice little present. Oh, look how happy she is with that.
Scoring's over there by the media.
Lydia, is it windy out there?
Yeah, I think it's pretty windy. When I just saw the birds go sideways, I felt like on a few shots the ball just took the blinkers, and with any sort of spin going with the wind, it was gone. So it's pretty safe to say that the Red Sea plus the wind makes it extra difficult for us golfers out there trying to get the ball in the hole in the shortest amount of shots. Yeah.
It was insane watching. I mean, I saw you, widen your stance on your putts. You nearly had to do the splits out there.
Yeah, I was like, man, I normally have a pretty wide stance for, I think, the width of my shoulders, but it was just getting wider and wider, and I still couldn't keep my putter stable enough. I think on 16 I ended up making the putt, but I hit it so far off the middle of the club face. There's probably no like control in that area, but it's just one of those days that it's going to be tough. It's tough for everyone, and luckily for us, we're one of the early few groups in the afternoons, so we had to bear with this wind a little shorter than maybe some of the other players. So yeah, it's something that we were forecasted. I knew it was going to be difficult, but all in all, I thought I played pretty solid in those stretch where it did get pretty windy.
You said it was hard to control what was going on out there. You're very much in control of your game because you're right in contention going into the weekend. I mean, life's great. You've just got married. You won CME last year. You're world #1. Do you have to pinch yourself sometimes at how well it's going right now?
I think for me, especially at the end of last year, as I was getting closer to the D-Day of getting married, I was like, man, I literally have found my best friend. I'm gonna get married to the person I love the most, and everything else was going to be a bonus. So I think that mindset really helped when I was playing, because no matter if I shot 85, 75, 65, or 55, I knew that the man of my dreams was going to be there and support me. And I think that was such a easier mindset to go out there and play and just focus on my game and just have fun, and not let golf dictate who I am and how I perceive myself. So it's kind of the mindset right now. I think I'm very grateful about the things that have happened in the last few months and on and off the golf course. So I'm trying to ride the good rhythm, but at the same time it's been so long since CME that I wasn't really sure how it was going to be, but playing really solid yesterday definitely helped with the nerves, and I'm excited for a fun, maybe just as breezy weekend.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you. Well played today and great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done indeed.